Okay guys, this is Cruiseroy. Happy New Year, by the way. I just want to go over the Rotostar engine from Hobby King. It's got Turnigy's name on it. I purchased this to use. It's a multi-fuel type engine. If you look at Hobby King, it can run on ethanol, gas, nitro, or whatever. So I want to use it for my Chaos build. I just want to show you. I've taken it apart. Maybe give you a look at what it looks like in there. That's the engine block itself. Alright. You have the piston. It's the type of piston that's in it. Just showing you all the components that I've taken apart. It's pretty basic. There's all your ports. It does have a alignment pin, so not to screw that up, but I pulled it out without realizing the split in the ring. So when you put it back, I really think you have to line up that split right here on the ports. So just normal, like a nitro engine. Here's the back plate, pretty much self-explanatory. There's your head ring, your shim, head shim. And here's the Rotostar's head. Identical to the Go engine, it's just yellow instead of orange or gold, you want to call it. This is my clutch for the Chaos. And what I want to go over right now is the crank issue with the Rotostar. If you notice, it stopped here on the threads. I took some pictures earlier. The other cranks for the T10 and the Go engine are completely threaded all the way to the shank here. So I brought it to work and I did thread it, but it felt a little tight because the shank here is just a little bit thicker than this thread, so I'm going to have to bring it back into work because the whole idea is to get the Go fan on here. And if you notice, it should spin freely just like it would on any other normal, but when I get to the brand new threads, she starts getting stiff. So I'm going to go back, when I get back into work, I got today off, I am going to rework this with the die set until I get it in the proper way that I want it. I really don't need much. I just have to come in another 1/8 of an inch to make the Go fan fit perfectly the way it is, but I'll go right down to the shank. It seems to work okay. You take your time, lots of oil, and you can get the threads back on. But at least this time I'll bring the fan in with me to make sure it works. But for some reason the shank was just a hair thicker. The threads are there, but for some reason the fan's feeling a little snug, so I'm going to try to recut them a little better on there. The other thing I want to go over with, when you get it from Hobby King, it doesn't have a keyway or a drive pin and no flywheel. So this drive wheel is from Gaui. It's the T10s. It has the little spot for the pin, and it does fit perfectly over the shaft, because I'm saying these cranks are the same except this one doesn't have the threads, and I guess for 50 bucks you could buy the proper crank, but I'm trying to thread it myself. And also, this is the FL70 OS drive pin. Alright, I purchased the drive pin, that's all it is. It does work perfectly. Works perfectly in the crank. Only thing, it's not 10 millimeters, it's probably a little higher, so the drive wheel does not fit. Alright, but it is the proper size, so I just gotta shave this down so it fits into the drive wheel, and that'll be fine. So yes, the Go engine was probably a better choice to do this. It comes with the CDI, it comes with the motor and everything, and you can get them fairly reasonable, but this was a project I wanted to tinker with to see if it could be done, and also to see, there's been some talk on forums that the Rotostar will actually run on gasoline with the proper setup. So, and it is a Go engine. It's just Hobby King just builds it as a nitro. So you do have that issue with the crank, just to let everybody know. The crankcase is not threaded properly to use any type of fan. I did order the Gaui T10 fan, but it still needs to get threaded on you know, it's different. It has a base and a fan, but it still needs to go at least, right now I'm getting it to about here before it gets too snug. I don't want it too snug, you'll snap this shaft. But I need to go at least, you know, 2 millimeters more, and it's perfect. So I just got to clean up the threads a little more. But just to let everybody know, this is my problem, my headache. I think recommendedly I would go with the Go engine because it has everything you need and everything set up properly for your 30 or 50 sized helicopter for a gasser. But this was just a project to keep my mind busy, and it's exactly what it's doing. A lot of tinkering involved, but I'll let everybody know how it goes. And this is Cruise Roy, and I'm out of here.